What is going on, guys? My name is Kazzy and welcome to the Ultimate Team episode number 5. This is my Road to Glory series where we're going to be building up from the bottom all the way to the top, and then eventually we'll be able to buy them Team of the Seasons when they eventually come out, and hopefully be able to build some pretty incredible teams. But as you can see, I'm just going through some of the players here, getting rid of a couple more that I know just don't have any part of the team in the upcoming future. And last episode we did win the Carnival Cup, and so now we are heading into seasons. I think I'm only in Division 9 just because we've been focusing on the Carnival Cup. And this first team we come up against 4-4-2 with Diego Costa and Sturridge up top, Cesc Fabregas and Ramsey in the middle. It's a pretty solid Premier League side. He's got the Alexis Sanchez at right midfielder, but it's not the upgraded version. And we get to halftime in this game, and as you can see, we are absolutely dominating. He's only had 2 shots, only 1 on target to our 8, and I think I had 5 shots on target. But we're just not finishing our dinner, and it takes me a while, but eventually I do run through a Maicon Liete. It's that man once again, Maicon Liete. He's absolutely incredible. Rounds the keeper and sticks it into the back of the net, and so Maicon Liete is a very, very fun player to use, and his price would have gone down even more now because of the cup has finished, the Carnival Cup. So if you guys want to go out and try and use him and tell me what you think of him, I definitely recommend it. And Brandau's another big standout player that's been incredible for us, because with his stats, he just shouldn't have been very good. But look at that, he just manages to crush that shot, and it goes in very nicely. Ronaldinho with a little bit of luck there. Scoop turn coming out, and then we're going to go for the chip. It's the Ronaldinho special at this point. He loves a chip, and I don't know what that is. Hands on the head and a little hip shuffle. It's obviously a new animation that EA have put in, but that's obviously well, it's not the case. It's he's reacted to the shot and done the celebration at the same time. But in the 90th minute, this guy pauses the game, and eventually he is going to rage quit out. And I have no idea why people do this, because it's the 90th minute. You don't even have to wait. He's probably going to be waiting 30 more seconds, and he's going to keep his DNF. But then this happens to me. Because he rage quit, I get kicked out. I get kicked out of the servers, and that's going to be the second loss on our account. So we're still we are yet to lose on this account, because we lost once in penalties, which technically counts as a draw. But, you know, we didn't draw that game. We lost it. We lost in penalties, and we've lost that game due to a disconnect. And now I go out and I go and build this team. It is a Turkish team, and I don't show you me buying the players, because trust me, these guys will not be sticking around very long. This team was absolutely terrible. Marco Sau at left wing, Dirk Kuyt right wing, Emenike up top. We got Inan Diego, and it's actually quite a solid Turkish league side. We come up against this team first, and we've also got Taiwo. That was the player that I wanted to build this team around. The FIFA 13 legend. That was Taiwo. I think it was FIFA 13 anyway. He's also a bit of a legend in FIFA 12 when he was playing for AC Milan, I believe. But I take one shot with Dirk Kuyt in the 8th minute of this game. This guy really hasn't had many chances, and neither have I. That was the first shot, and he just decides to rage quit. He had an absolutely amazing team, including Neymar, and he just rage quits within the first couple of minutes, which is really annoying because it takes our contracts down, and we barely get any coins for it. EA really need to compensate people that you know, because I don't deserve to lose my contracts for that game. I didn't play a game, and I didn't get any coins. But we do come up against a starter pack team for the second game, and this is really lucky. But he does have Iron Robin at right mid on loan. And with only a 68 rating on the team and 61 chemistry, I should really be breezing past this team. But I do make a mistake here. Shady, I try and play it out of the back. My centre-backs are too spread. He's able to exploit it, and he does finish it with his gold striker. And that was, you know, that was all my own making, that goal, and so there's no one to blame but myself. But to save myself some embarrassment, I do manage to play the ball over the top to Marco Sau, who crushes it off the post into the back of the net, and we do equalise the game. And thank God, because we really shouldn't be losing to a team like this. He's obviously got a starter pack, and when I beat someone with a starter pack team and I've got a gold team, I'm sort of like, wow, that guy really should have beat me. And you know, he's obviously not the best of player, but look at this. This guy was a very good player, and he does he brings it back into his favour, scoring a headed goal there, and then he runs down the wing here, and Iron Robin just look the way that my player just bounces off, and then Iron Robin finesse shot over the goalkeeper. And like, I know how good Iron Robin is in this game, but he is not able to do stuff like that for me. And I don't believe in handicap. That's something that I'm going to say now. I was having a bad game, and this guy was a very good player. So I don't believe in the handicap, and I'm just going to say that now. But MNEK runs through here, do a little heel to heel, gives me a little bit too much room, and MNEK does bring it back to 3-2 in the 45th minute. And I'm kind of trying to skip the replays and that because I just want to get through this quickly. I want to get back into the game, and eventually I do with a corner, cross it in, and Shadu does run in, head it, and I think if there was such thing as handicap and EA helping this guy out, I think his goalkeeper would have saved that rather than push it into his own net, because look, his keeper gets a solid hand to it, but it still manages to go into the back of the net, and we do bring it back to 3-3, and then in the 65th minute, I run through with Diego, do a little bit of work, a little Ronaldo chop, and we do finesse it into the back of the net, and we do go 4-3 up. But sadly, that is not going to be the end of the scoring in this game. Sadly, on my half, because he does go ahead and he is going to bring it back onto his favour, because he runs through with Iron Robin here, doing a little bit of work. I think I was defending this decently until he does that scoop turn. I run past him a couple of times, and, you know, you give Iron Robin room onto his left, and he does smash it straight at my goalkeeper. Again, if handicap was a thing, I feel like it would have gone straight in, but the keeper makes a good save, and it does go out to his one of his bronze players, and he does manage to finish it. But in the 90th minute, MNEK doing a little bit of work. I think this guy was on defensive or maybe ultra defensive, and I was very lucky to get I think it was Inan. I managed to get him through on goal with a through ball that just separates his team. He doesn't come across with his centre-back quick enough, and we do go ahead and win this game 5-4, and that is absolutely unacceptable in my opinion. A 5-4 win against a starter pack team. We conceded 4 goals to a starter pack team. Thank God I didn't, he did only have 5 shots on target, so he was very clinical, but he had too much possession for my liking. I was having a bad game, but I feel I was having a bad game, and the team that I was playing with was also extremely bad. So I'm not one to do this much, but I do go ahead and I do sell the entire team on. I'm going to pretty much rage sell the entire team, and you can see the prices that I brought them for quickly on screen there. I brought and I am going to make a profit, hopefully. If they sell for the price I put them on, I am going to make a slight profit on some of these players. I will lose some. There's a Brazilian team selling on. I did go ahead and sell that one on as well, and you can see the prices on screen there, and I'll remove them and list up the rest of the Turkish team. That's why I cut out in the middle there. But yeah, I wanted to use Demba Ba and Taiwo, and I didn't even get to use Demba Ba because I decided to use the cult hero MNEK. But that's going to be the end of the episode, guys. I'm going to build a new team, and I will be back tomorrow with a new episode. But if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and then you won't miss any new episodes that come out in the near future. Thank you guys very much for watching. Leave a comment down below about what teams I should build. My name is Kazzy, and I'll catch you all very soon.